All right, I am talking about wearable fitness devices today, and we'll go ahead and get started. 21% of people in the US have purchased a wearable fitness device. However, 50% of those individuals have stopped wearing their device within the first 6 months. And there are more critics out there with the argument that fitness devices are targeting active individuals who are already healthy, and then more efforts should be made to be focused on medical wearable devices to target individuals with chronic conditions. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some popular fitness devices, why people are using them, and where this technology might be going in the future. So, why fitness devices? I do have my fitness device on, and I have been wearing mine for more than 6 months. So I'm in the 50% of individuals who like their fitness device and use it regularly on a daily basis. But the technology inside the band is supposed to psychologically motivate individuals to sneak in more activity, more steps during their day. I do think, the intent is to change behavior and make you more active. And for me personally, I think that has been the case. Even just when I first got my device, I thought, I probably am hitting my 10,000 steps every day. Well, that wasn't the case at all. I was under almost every day. And so at first, I really didn't change my lifestyle when I started wearing it. I just started collecting the data to see what I was doing. And from there, I was able to set goals and sneak in some more steps during the day and try to increase that so that I could hit the 10,000 step goal every day. You can compete with friends with almost every fitness device that's on the market, at least the popular ones that we're talking about today, which kind of turns it into a game with your friends, and it makes it a little more enjoyable to exercise and not so much work. So it's just an objective way to measure your daily activity. And so some of the popular devices that we'll be looking at today that are on the market: the Garmin VivoFit, the Jawbone Up, Nike Fuel, the Fitbit, which I have, and then there are, Brian kind of touched on this, medical devices that are being developed that we will be seeing in the future. So you can see, I saw a statistic, 118 wearable devices right now for fitness on the market. It's probably growing in number all the time. We're just going to look at these main ones. So first of all, the Garmin VivoFit. One of the nicest features I think about the Garmin is that you don't have to charge your device. You simply just change the battery once a year. And that is a unique feature on these fitness bands. It also has a nice LED display. It's going to track that basic information: your steps, your activity, your calories burned, your miles, your heart rate if you hook it up to your heart rate monitor, and it tracks your sleep as well, how well you're sleeping at night. And another unique feature of the Garmin is that it does give you a reminder to get up and move if you've been inactive for an hour. It will alert you to get up, and I think you have to exercise for 15 minutes or be walking something for 15 minutes before that alert goes away. You can upload your progress right to your phone, your iPad, your computer, and then join challenge groups with your friends. It is water resistant. Some are splash proof, some are waterproof, water resistant. So if that makes a difference to you, that might be something to consider when you're trying to select one of these fitness devices. For the Garmin VivoFit, you can purchase on one of these websites for about $85. And of course, there is a newer and greater VivoFit 2 that has come out as well for a little bit more, $100. It has a couple extra features like a backlight and a timer. And you can see, if you can see the picture, there's a little red bar. That's the bar that alerts you if you've been sitting for too long. Dan Martin, our wellness director here, he does have the VivoFit 2. He really likes it. He said if that red light goes off, it really annoys him, and he just gets up and has to move, so it goes away. So I think it really does help change your behavior. The next one we'll talk about a little bit is the Jawbone Up. This is a fitness device that you do have to recharge once a week. Again, the basic information, it's going to give you your steps, your activity, how well you're sleeping, your calories burned. You can get a smart coach. It gives you advice. You can log your food on the website, things like that if you want. You upload your progress, see how you're doing each day. Again, you can join with any other friends who have a Jawbone. And it doesn't have to just be friends that you know, but it can be worldwide groups and different subgroups that you can join. This one is splash proof. To be a little more careful with that, you can get it on the website anywhere between $50 and $180 depending on which model you choose. So the 3 that are being manufactured right now would be the Up Move, which has a little clock on it and it's a clip-on. So you can clip it on your clothes. The downside maybe you may forget to take it off when you're changing. You don't want to lose it. The Up 2 or the Up 3, it's the bracelet, the band, and you have some different features. Here's just a comparison chart that shows the different features of each. The Up 2 and the Up 3 have an idle alert, again, reminding you if you've been sitting for too long. The Up 3, if you wanted to purchase a heart rate monitor to go with that and measure your heart rate, it has that option, and advanced sleep tracking as well. So the third one we'll talk about is Nike Fuel. Right now, what I could find is that they're moving away from manufacturing the bands, and they're moving more towards the app world. And so you can still find the Nike Fuel bands, maybe a used one or a first edition one on like Amazon or something like that. But right now they're focusing on the app store. So Nike Fuel, they're defining fuel as the energy required to do an activity. The downside is that these calculators are not taking into account your body weight, your gender, your age. So it may not be 100% accurate or very individualized. You're going to just get the same results as the person next to you that's using the app as well. And here's a picture of the Fuel band that they were creating. I could be wrong, but I just wasn't finding that they're currently manufacturing those anymore. They're moving more towards the apps. And so if you do have a Fuel band, it still will work with their app, or you can just use your iPhone, strap it to your arm when you're working out or running to track all your basic information. Again, the goal of all of these products is to motivate you to be more active throughout the day. If you have friends with the Nike app or the band, you can join in their group as well. You get tips and challenges from the Nike community. They'll send you information. And then if you are a social media lover and you want to brag about what a great day you had, you can post your work to Instagram for the day. I have just a short little video clip we'll show for Fitbit. Again, this is the band that I use. So just... All right, so Fitbit, again, they're trying to say that this is not just gym time. This is your lifestyle. This is the sum of all your activity throughout the day. So when you're walking to the commons to get water, or down the hallway to speak to a coworker, or anytime you're getting up from your desk or moving around, that's all activity that it's tracking. And probably as I'm standing here talking with my hands, it's counting those as steps. So I might be cheating a little bit today. So that's, again, one of the downfalls. I mean, they're not 100% accurate, but I think it gives you a pretty good average once you start wearing it from day to day and you can see your data. You pretty much know where you are throughout the day and how much you need to keep moving before the end of the day. So I like the Fitbit just because I know a lot of people who have a Fitbit, and I wanted to join a community of friends that I knew personally. And I've been able to do that. There's lots of ATSU employees, it turns out, who have a Fitbit. I keep learning of more, and so I add them to my community, my friend group, and we can have challenges. And so even on the Fitbit website, My Fitbit just syncs up to my desktop or my iPad. It just tells me how many steps I've made, and I have goals, and it sends me achievement badges and kind of just keeps me motivated like that. I do have to charge it once a week. Whoops. And there are several models of the Fitbit on the market. I have the Flex. I do like my Flex, but it has dots that light up. So every dot is 2,000 steps. So I want 5 dots by the end of the day, and it vibrates when I make the 10,000 steps. I do like the Charge because it has the digital display and it tells you exactly how many steps you've taken. With the Flex, I kind of have to guess, well, I'm somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 or 4,000 and 6,000. So I don't know exactly where I am unless I look at my website. The Zip, the One, there's some clip-on options, and then the rest are the bracelet options. And just here's a comparison chart of everything that they can do, and they range in price, of course. The nice thing about the Fitbit is regardless of which version you have, you can still join a community of friends even if they have a different Fitbit than you. So this is a screenshot of my profile page on Fitbit.com, and basically it just shows you your information, your steps that you've taken so far throughout the day, a little graph of when you were the most active. So I like to walk over lunch on 2 or 3 days a week, and so over the noon hour on that day, it looks like I was more active. It says, did you forget to log your sleep? I personally don't like wearing this when I sleep. It kind of just annoys me a little bit, but my husband has one, and he does track his sleep, and it doesn't bother him. So he likes to see how many hours of sleep he got the night before. So it does have that capability. You can set weight goals for yourself. It shows how many calories you've burned and how many active or very active minutes you've had for the day. Translates that into distance, how far you've walked, and you can put in your food, track your food if you'd like, and how much water you should drink. Now, you can see my friends. So most of my friends here are ATSU employees, and it's kind of fun just to see where you fall in the rank with your personal friends. And I will say my Arizona friends beat me all winter long because I think they're outside walking between the buildings, getting that nice exercise when I hate winter and the cold, and so I just stay inside most of the winter. So I'm going to work on that and try to get to the gym or something as an alternative, but it definitely makes a difference for me. So in the summer, I'm really trying to boost my steps and beat my Mesa friends. My husband's in here as well, so it's kind of fun to have a little competition with him, and each night we say, did you make your steps today? And oh, I better get a few more. And even my daughter and I walked to the fireworks store the other night instead of driving just because I hadn't gotten my steps in. So I think, it kind of translates into your family and your active lifestyle throughout your family as well. Also, if you don't have personal friends with your device, you can just join community groups, or you can do both. So I've joined a Missouri group, a 30-something group, and a Missouri 30s group, and you can see how many members are in each of those groups, and then it gives you a rank where you fall among your peers. So you can compete with the whole state of Missouri, for example, and see where you are. This is something that came out pretty recently, I believe. It's a Microsoft band, and it's for golf lovers. So you just wear it like any other wearable fitness device, and it works with a health app. What it does, it has a GPS in it, and it tracks your golf game. So it knows which golf course you're at, which hole you're at. It even knows if you're making a practice swing versus a real swing. So very smart technology. It does not help you improve your swing. However, what it does, it eliminates the need to have a scorecard. And so kind of just a fun piece of technology for people out on the golf course. It also tracks your steps, your heart rate, and your calories burned, and then you can receive your incoming notifications, text messages, calls, and you can own this for about $200 right now. And I wouldn't be able to do this speech without putting a little plug in for Rally, myuhc.com. If you have our United Healthcare medical insurance and you participate in our Still Healthy program, you'll have to do your Rally Health Survey. And Rally is new this year. It's your health assessment. It has a new name. So Rally Health Survey is what you'll do for that. But also what Rally does is you can sync your fitness device every day to Rally. It automatically syncs if you visit the website. So if you have a Fitbit or Jawbone Up, those are the two main ones that are compatible. And you can set up missions, challenges, communities, and rewards. And here's a screenshot of Rally. So I've personally set up 3 missions: cutting back on my sugar, I'm walking at least 3 miles a day, and not having caffeine late in the day. And so when I log onto the website, my Fitbit will sync up to my mileage, and once I hit my 3 miles every day, then it gives me coins, and I can trade in those coins to enter into drawings. Yes, do we have a question?
From online, it kind of relates to that first one there. How does the Fitbit track calories or what you're taking in?
Right, and you can put your...
Question too.
Oh, yes. So how does the Fitbit track your calories? Is that the specific question? It's very, very smart. That's my answer. No, you do, when you set up your profile, you enter your weight and your gender and some different personal information. And so I think it just bases that off of you as an individual on your profile.
But more about how does it track what you're intaking?
You can log your food, and you would have to log your food on the website. It would say, based on your body weight, you need 1,200 calories a day or 2,000 calories a day, whatever it would be. And then, so if you can have that option to log your food. And okay, so yeah, you can get coins and reward. Like you can enter drawings with UHC. They're giving away different wellness prizes and tickets to concerts and things like that. So I trade my coins in once I get so many. And then finally, we've talked a lot about the fitness devices. And earlier I had mentioned there are critics saying, why are we appealing to active, healthy people when we should be looking at individuals with chronic conditions? And right now, we're looking at 1 in 10 Americans are diabetic, and on average they have 37 interactions with their doctor each year. And so I think we're really going to see this explode soon because there is a demand to focus on individuals who need to track their blood sugar levels. So for example, what the medical device could do, it would remind you, hey, have you exercised? Hey, have you had a snack? Hey, have you checked your blood sugar? Hey, have you taken your meds? So it would just be reminding people to help them improve their day and their health and managing that chronic condition. In addition, that information could electronically be sent, potentially in theory, to their doctor, and their doctor could also be monitoring how that individual is behaving during the day. And so actually just this week, Google has released a medical device. Right now it's specifically geared for medical research. It's just in the testing phase from what I can see. And it's measuring pulse, heart rhythm, temperature, even light and noise levels. But again, the doctors are able to gather the data from the patients who are wearing these. And so before, the patients just had to show up in the doctor's office and maybe they weren't really taking care of themselves. But now they have a little more buy-in. They have a reminder. They are responsible for tracking all of these things throughout their day and making sure they're managing their condition on a daily basis. And the accountability is that the doctor is receiving that information. So again, in the testing phase, this will be developed more, and I'm sure we'll see more of that come out in the near future. So, in conclusion, if you are considering looking for a wearable fitness device, basically they're all good options. They're all just slightly different but track the same basic information. And of course, the best device is the one you are going to use. So, thank you. Are there any more questions? Okay. All right. Thank you very much.